What's good, everyone? Today my episode is going to be focusing on shin splints. But before we get into that, I want to highlight one other thing. The Boston Celtics. Right now we're down 0-2 to Jimmy Butler and the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I don't know when you're going to be watching this video, but I firmly believe that the Celtics are going to be pulling this off in 7. Because we have this guy right here, Jason Tatum. We have a stacked team, we have a very deep team, and one other guy, which I'm going to show you at the end of this video. But back to shin splints. So, shin splints are prevalent among athletes of all types and experiences. But they're most common in newer athletes. Why? Because newer athletes are just getting into their sport, and their body is struggling to adjust to the training volume that is required by their new sport. So that's what shin splints are. They're a response because your body is trying to show that it can adjust. And it's most common in running, because running your shins are being overused. It's like the tendons and the bones and the muscles all in your shin. This area is going to be used a lot in running because it's just repetitive. And when you're suddenly going to 3 miles a day from like 0 miles a day, for instance, that's going to really impact the shin. It's going to cause some pain, maybe some swelling, and that's kind of what happened to me. But for me, it was more like I went from running like a solid 3 miles a day, and then I started putting speed into it very suddenly, because that's what is required of track season, and that kind of resulted in shin splints. But now that we've talked about what caused shin splints, what is a shin splint? So to explain more, we're gonna have to talk about some scientific jargon. So I'm gonna have to get the nerd glasses out. All right. So this is my lower leg, obviously, and basically this is your shin. This bone right here is called the tibia. Then right on the outside, we have the fibula. And the fibula is much smaller. So it's basically this whole big bone here is the tibula, and you have like a small fibula right on the exterior. Now you can have shin splints among either of these bones. And for me, for instance, my shin splint is on the inner tibia, and there's a little bit of swelling. I'm not sure if you can see it. But basically, shin splints are like the first step in a process that could lead to a stress fracture. And they're basically, you have some pain in there, you're going to have to take maybe a week off, take some time off, get your leg to reset, get the muscles to rebuild themselves, because you're just beating them down. Give your muscles some time to rebuild themselves, so that you can you can avoid it leading to a stress reaction and then a stress fracture. So that's this part of the video. Now we're going to go into how to help relieve the pain or some treatment for shin splints. Okay, so before we go into some direct treatment, I want to talk about how you can try to keep on running, because unfortunately some of us don't have the privilege to just stop running and just take a week off, because like you're in season, you need to train, you need to run, you got a big race coming up. Say you only have a week left in the season, how are you going to be able to sustain your body, sustain your shin splints for another week? So there's 2 things I recommend. First off, very big, KT tape. This could save you. Basically, you just tape up the place where it hurts, and there's videos on demonstrating how to like properly tape it up. I recommend that you search those up. But KT tape right over your shin. Similarly, you also have compression socks. Now these are actually compression sleeves, sorry. And you basically put, similar to KT tape, maybe you can put it on top of KT tape. You do both. They're both going to relieve pain. They're compressing your muscles, you're activating your muscles better, and they're restricting the blood flow a little bit, so that there's not much swelling. Now, after you do these 2, there's another thing. Right after you're done running, make sure to ice. Now, the way I do this is I basically just put the sock on, right? And then I just put, since it's shin splints, it's very convenient. Usually you have your sock on right after the run, and then you just stick the ice right in the position where it hurts. Just hold it there 20 minutes. 20 minutes would be good, and then take it off. 2 hours later, reapply. Just do it every day. This is going to really help the muscle recover, because it reduces the inflammation completely, takes away the pain, and it's going to really benefit you. So that's a big treatment, icing. Obviously, you can take some anti-inflammatory medicine like Advil or something like that, ibuprofen. But the other thing I like to do is I like to go massage. So massaging is obviously what it does is it relieves pain, it increases blood flow, and it enhances recovery. And this thing right here, it's called, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, it's a special oil. And you can just get any, I'm not sure if there's really anything to the oil, but the main thing is to get some oil, and then just massage it right in there. And this is really going to help relieve pain. And as I said, it's going to increase circulation, it's going to help recovery a bit. And the thing that massage does is it creates, obviously when you're rubbing like this, it's going to increase the temperature a little bit. And that's good because that also enhances recovery, because heat is statistically, I mean, it's proven to help recovery. So yeah, so just like another 5 minutes. Obviously don't do it this right after you apply ice, because it's gonna be like frozen, it's gonna be cold. You gotta wait for the muscle to recover a bit, and then you can start doing this. And then obviously what I like to do after this, I like to hop in the shower, get some more heat, let the muscle relax, and repair. So those are the 3 main things. Also rolling. This is not as helpful for shin splints, but you know, just simply rolling out that calf. And yeah. Now, over the course of this video, you may have noticed, yeah, I did shave my shins. Mainly because KT tape, it hurts to take it off, and obviously that's a decision you can make for yourself. It doesn't look that nice, but it's whatever. Right? But yeah, that's the treatment portion of this video, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Now you may be wondering why I just called Jalen Brown a dog. It's because he got that dog in him!